During the press event for Jeff Nichols' latest drama, The Bikeriders, held at the Bike Shed in Los Angeles, I had the opportunity to experience riding on the back of a Harley through downtown LA, including a stretch over the iconic 6th Street Bridge. With a professional rider at the helm, I could fully appreciate the sensation of the wind against my face and the nimbleness of navigating through traffic and exhilarating taste of freedom. Every article about motorcycles probably mentions freedom, but it's true, says Norman Reedus the day after my ride. It's like you're in your own little world, flying through the sky. You can feel it. For Tom Hardy, the notion of motorcycles equating to freedom is more nuanced. Anything that gives you choice offers a degree of freedom, he explains. Motorcycles symbolize that to an extent. But with freedom comes responsibility, especially with something as dangerous as a motorcycle. You need to be extremely responsible to stay safe. This tension between the freedom motorcycles offer and their inherent risks is a central theme of The Bikeriders. Inspired by Danny Lyon's book, which features photographs and interviews with 1960s motorcycle gang members, Nichols found a rich tapestry of stories to explore. Lyon's work provided a complete portrait of this subculture, Nichols says. It gave me everything I needed to depict the human aspects of this unique outsider group. The Bikeriders is set in the 1960s and follows a group of motorcycle enthusiasts led by Johnny, played by Hardy, who form the Vandals MC. What begins as a quest for community among men eventually turns darker and more violent. Central to this story are younger member Benny Austin Butler and his wife Kathy Jodie Comer, whose lives become complicated by Johnny's influence and Benny's passion for riding. All my films have explored themes of masculinity, often focusing on father-son relationships, Nichols explains. This film addresses masculinity on a broader, more American scale, highlighting both its virtues and pitfalls. Nichols was particularly drawn to a real woman named Kathy from Lyon's book, whose interviews were especially compelling. Played by Comer, Kathy narrates the film, providing a delicate perspective on this predominantly masculine world. I loved that at the center of this group was a woman who saw things differently, Comer says. Lyon asked for her thoughts, and she had a lot to say. Kathy's viewpoint underscores the men's longing for belonging and community, which begins innocently enough through their shared love of motorcycles but gradually turns violent. You can see their longing for connection, but how it manifests becomes problematic, Comer notes. Hardy, while not initially considering the film a study of masculinity, acknowledges the predominantly male cast with a laugh. He speaks candidly about the dangers of riding, which the film does not shy away from depicting. It's common in the riding community to lose people to accidents, Hardy says. Anything more powerful than you can be dangerous, whether it's a river, a mountain, or a motorcycle. Nichols recounts the tension on set during motorcycle scenes, noting the real danger the actors faced. Seeing famous actors on old bikes, without helmets, riding at high speeds was nerve-wracking, he admits. But it was essential for the film because motorcycle riding, with its inherent beauty and risk, mirrors the film's complexities. People are drawn to danger, it's human nature. Austin Butler shares his personal experience with motorcycles, initially banned by his mother after his sister's accident but later becoming a secret activity with his father. I've known people who've lost their lives or limbs riding, he says. But there's something empowering about having your life in your hands, being responsible for your own safety. Reedus echoes this sentiment, acknowledging the dangers, but also the unique joys of riding. If you ride recklessly, you might get hurt. But riding allows you to experience the world differently, to feel and smell the places you pass through. It's a completely different experience from being in a car. Reedus, nearly unrecognizable in the film with prosthetics designed by The Walking Dead's Greg Nicotero, relished the chance to diverge from his usual good looks for the role. Passionate about motorcycles, he's hosted 6 seasons of Ride with Norman Reedus, a show exploring the world on bikes. Motorcycles were the first thing that felt like mine, he reflects. It's a different world, and it's one I love. In the Bikeriders, the cast and crew capture the exhilarating, dangerous, and deeply human elements of motorcycle culture, painting a vivid picture of a unique subculture and its allure.